All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
White 25! Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Deuce, 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 deuce. Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Got it. Wait. Check. 49. Check. Check 49.
Ryan. They'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Opposite. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Here's Breeze to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Breeze now. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
First down.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You better break. I'm letting you know right now. You better. 21. Check.
Breeze now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56. Coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 24, check 24. Easy, opposite. Hey, two.
Breeze to throw again. And this one complete to Smith. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Let's put that team on the button.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Got it. Undercover. Hey, red lance.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
Sack City, baby.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Check tight. Check 4.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan, his 2nd touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Falcons push further out in front. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
We got this.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Now Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. 56.
Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Shift, shift. 39.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Ready, 280. Mike 47. Check, check. 11. Check, check, check. Both 7s and Mike.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
47 is the mic.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
20. I can't believe they even let you play.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Falcons 14, Saints 3.
280. Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, Tuesday.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Ready, back 25. Check back 47. Watch Q51. Watch QB drop. Check, crunch. Check 26, check 26. Ready to go.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Elliott puts this one through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Move. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, easy. Ringo. Check. 40. 11. 45 to Mike. 3.
Here's Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
21.
Now Breeze on third down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy that has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
He's checking crack. Check it back.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. So after the run by Kamara, now another first and 10.
It's just me and you. Kill. 45. Mike, 45. All day, baby. Hey, orbit.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
To throw again on second down. Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They only needed a few inches there on second, but forget the halfback dive. They were going for the big one.
I thought it was a good time to take a shot. You figure with their running game, if they don't get it there, you come back and run for it and pick up the first down. Go ahead and be aggressive. Try and get one downfield for a big one.
Hey, easy. You got nothing to do. Hey, nice 7.
Breeze going to try and throw on third down. And that's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. Here we go with Kamara. And he is going to have the first down here, but hold on, as there's a flag on the field, and I think someone got held. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will be taken at the 13. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Gun. You draw quarters. Get that quarter.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Definitely worth taking in our deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
21. Switch. Get out.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Ryan. It's caught, Jones. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run, Devontae Freeman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
39.
Throwing on 2nd down, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, Ryan. Jones has it. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
You kill.
First down, Saints.
Under. 5-1. Hey, Delta.
Breeze now on first down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On second down, Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last two possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Over.
10 yards on the pickup.
Good.
It's second and inches.
On second and inches, Breeze. He's got Smith here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Throwing now is Breeze. Complete. Smith has it. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's third and goal. From the gun, it's Breeze. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Ready.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down.
Check.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. The open man is Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A big play there out of Kamara. 44 yards. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Kill! 36. Easy.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Ricardo Allen with a pick. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Ryan. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, South! Spot! Gun! No!
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Check! Slam!
On first down, it's Freeman. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, check!
To throw is Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Hey, Tuesday!
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he finds his man. It's Duarte. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did. Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On second down now, it's Freeman. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Every day, any day. Wait. SOS.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Running right, this is Freeman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
Check, 47. You. Hey, wait. 47's the mic. 51, sub. Here we go, D.
From the gun, Ryan. And he's got the hook up to Moore. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you.
Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. 64 yards. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Ready, blue 80, blue 80. I'm here all day. Get up.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the Saints' 44-yard line.
21.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Come on now, let's go.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Saints on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Breeze. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The Falcons on third down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 10. On third down, it's Freeman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Ryan. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
56 to Mike. Exit. Check 56. You're trying. Wait. Shift.
Here's Ryan to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Watch twins.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Yellow lady. Hey, here I come.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. It's caught, Smith. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good. That's 4, ready.
Gain 7. It's 2nd and 8 at the
13.
40-yard line.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And this one complete to Smith. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. Now Breeze. That is caught inside the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd down and goal. Breeze. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move. The ball well.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
It's our time. It's our time. Watch out, watch out. 51, Sam!
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ryan. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A big kick, 50 yards that time. With a return of 4. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st down, Freeman. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Freeman again. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
A gain of 2. 25, 58. Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on. Check. Fresno. 21. Fresno. Deuce.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So out comes the field goal team once more. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And a kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Tack McKinley, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
12. Sammy. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet.
Now Breeze. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
Ready?
Boy, not deterred from those first two failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down.
Let's break it down. Kill. Smoke.
Bree's going to go on fourth down. And that's caught by Smith. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed. Convert on fourth.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Saints.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8. Easy, opposite. Watch the run. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Hey, kill. 45.
One final try here for Breeze. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Atlanta, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.